This is a video that I have to make. After owning a hair salon for over a decade, I've seen the hair industry's lies up close, and it's left me jaded. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about, but I do. And the truth is, your hair is not the problem. You're just being made to feel like it is. So it's time for a reset. In this video, I'm gonna expose big hair care, and I have no problem calling out brands by name to tell you that they're lying to you. Then I'll show you how your stylist might actually be in on it, which could hurt a little bit. I'll finish by showing you how to take back control so you can avoid getting ripped off and finally get the results that you should have been getting the whole time. Let's talk about big hair care. Hair care used to be much simpler. In the past, there was a bunch of small brands all competing to make the best hair products they possibly could, because that was the only way for them to stand out in a crowded market. Great products were the norm, not the exception, because if they made bad products, they went out of business. But a bunch of Wall Street types stepped in and created big hair care. Giants like L'Oreal, Unilever, Procter & Gamble scooped up all the smaller brands to get rid of the competition, and they created a cartel. After that happened, everything went downhill because big hair care didn't need to make quality products anymore. They owned everything on the shelf. So if you hated one of their products and tried to switch to another brand, the joke was on you because they owned that one too, and you just gave them even more of your money. Most of my clients are shocked when they find out that Redken, Kerastase, Pureology, Biolage, and Color Wow are all the same company. This is the trick being played on you. They own everything. And that's why they don't care about making good products anymore. Stylists and hair experts have been completely sidelined. Now it's just a bunch of Wall Street suits chasing profits by shoving overhyped products right down your throat. Which means your only chance at getting the hair of your dreams is being able to spot these big hair care lies. Have you ever looked at a product label and been like, hey, this sounds awesome. It'll strengthen and moisturize my hair. I'm gonna buy it. But when you get home and actually use it, it doesn't work at all. The problem is that product labels never address the root issue. The most important part of buying the right products is making sure that it actually matches your hair type. The only thing is, it's impossible to do because the product labels never tell you which hair type they're for. It screws everything up because using a product for the wrong hair type throws your entire routine off, and it leaves you with dull and damaged hair. And the truth is, you probably haven't even thought about this before now. Most of my clients don't even have a clue what their real hair type is until I actually tell them. But doing it like that is like buying a dress with no idea what size it is. You hope it fits you, but when it comes in, it's baggy and looks terrible because it's the wrong size.
Or it's just super tight. Way too tight.
In clothes, you already know to say, I'm not buying anything until you tell me what size it is. But in hair, you've been so deprived of information that you don't even know what you need to know to get a decent product. So when you buy something and it doesn't work on your hair, you actually start to blame yourself and say, I'm just bad at hair, or I must be doing it wrong, or my hair's not good. And Big Hair Care does this to you on purpose to shield themselves from getting blamed. They keep you in the dark, so you have no choice to just keep buying more products, hoping that you'll finally find something that works. And they stack the deck against you even more with shampoos that are way too heavy and weak to even get your hair clean in the first place. And what that does is it forces you to constantly wash, which prevents you from ever actually getting healthy hair. And that's actually one of their goals. They want to keep you on that washing treadmill, burning through their products way faster than you actually should. And their labels are packed with even more lies. They'll add a trace amount of heat protectant to a product and then throw heat protectant really big on the label to make you think that you'll save money if you buy it, because then you won't have to buy a separate heat protectant. But that small amount is nowhere near enough protection to actually keep your hair safe. So your hair gets fried all because you trusted their label. You have to remember this. Product labels can never be trusted. They'll put anything they have to on there to take your money. And trust me, they do that without even thinking about how that might be bad for you and your hair, because guess what? They know that you're just gonna buy more of their other products to try and fix it. And if you think that's a dirty trick, just wait until you see how immoral these companies can really be. Big Hair Care actually has a playbook for every new product launch that's meant to trick you into buying the current product. If you're not familiar, the current product is the one that you're seeing all over social media, the one that solves all your problems if you would just buy. For corporate suits, pushing the current product is a super high stakes game of life and death because they have to hit their sales target to make bonus so they can keep up with their other rich friends. And if you know these types, their entire life revolves around getting that new car or vacation home in the Hamptons. Nothing else matters to them, especially not you. The playbook starts with hype. This new scalp treatment is a must-have for perfect hair. You need this or else you won't be attractive and cool. You see it and at first you're skeptical, but next they pay celebrities and your favorite influencers to swear that it's a miracle with instant results. And you start to think to yourself, like, how could all these people be wrong? And after all, you really do want better hair. So eventually you wear down and you're like, what's $30? I'll give it a shot. But of course, it doesn't work because the current product never works. And it's weird. The worse their products perform, the more desperate you actually get, which makes you even more likely to fall for the next current product that also does nothing. It's like a weird Stockholm syndrome where you're trying to fix your hair, but all you're really doing is buying yachts for these corporate suits. And by the way, the current product is a big reason that they don't list hair types on the label because it won't sell very well if they can only sell it to one hair type. They've got you stuck in their rigged game with no way to spot good products from bad, which probably makes you wonder, why doesn't my stylist help me? The answer is your stylist can't help you because they're not trained to be a stylist. In hair school, stylists are taught that color is king. Color is the anchor service. In other words, if a client trusts you to do their color, they'll automatically trust you to do their cut and style too. So understandably, stylists spend all their time and energy in color because that's how they get clients and pay the bills. The problem with that is that it leaves them with no time to study healthy hair or styling routines. So the person that you trust with your hair, the person who's supposed to have your back, actually has no idea how to help you get healthy hair because they have to stay in color mode 100% of the time to make a living.